Hey everyone, my name's Emma Ferranti and I am a sophomore at Samford University studying graphic design. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about my art and how I've been able to incorporate the Lord into it. So the first question that I received was, when did I start getting involved with art and what were the beginning stages? I started getting involved with art when I was about 13 or 14. I've always loved it growing up, but I began to receive art supplies for Christmas and for birthdays, so I would start doing it for fun, and I would post it on my mom's Facebook, and people would message me asking me if I could do something for them, and they were willing to pay. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I'd literally do it for free because I love it so much. So that was kind of the beginning, and the stages included just brainstorming down in my basement and making Pinterest inspo boards and just all the art classes that I could take in high school. And then the second question that I got is, did I feel a calling to include Jesus more into my artwork, or did it come naturally? So when I was in about 8th grade, I went on a retreat at Life Team Camp Covecrest, and I finally began to understand the faith that I'd been raised on. Sorry, there's people screaming. Jesus was pursuing me as an individual, and that was something that I'd been taught growing up, but I finally began to understand through prayer. So it did come about naturally, and I would process my prayer through journaling and through drawing because I didn't quite know how to articulate things by verbally saying them, so I would write them down, or I would draw pictures of what I received in prayer. So the third question I received is, as I continued with art and a relationship with Jesus, did it start pouring into my art, or did I always have the desire to paint and draw images with Jesus? I think at first I was kind of like neglecting the idea to share Jesus with like everybody who was viewing my art because it could be something that I could receive criticism on. I was really scared that I knew I wasn't perfect in my faith. So if I started incorporating that into it, I didn't want to fall and mess up and be imperfect, and I was just scared of what other people would say because people at school weren't always necessarily like supportive of the whole faith and religion journey. So it took a little bit of confidence to be able to start posting the drawings that I kept so secret and held close to my heart. But the reason that I started sharing them was because I realized that although they might be beneficial for me to look upon because I've created them, they also might resonate with someone else. So what justice am I doing to other people and to the Lord if I'm only keeping them to myself? And then the last question I received was, what made me want to include Jesus in my art and how do I think it's shaped me? I think in my conversations with people throughout Life Teen and beyond, as I served as a Life Teen missionary this past summer, I realized how desperately people are waiting for something that will fulfill them. And so people are always looking for the qualities of God elsewhere. They're looking for love. They're looking for acceptance. They're looking for grace. They're looking for mercy. And they don't realize that what they're seeking is Jesus. So I was able to kind of build up the courage to be able to post my personal prayer and images on things like Instagram and Etsy and sell things in local stores and do pop-up shops. And even though it was scary because I know not necessarily everybody has the same Catholic faith as me, I was able to gain my boldness from the Holy Spirit. So it's been a really awesome journey to be able to be honest with everyone who looks at my art and say, hey, I don't have all the answers, but this is me trying. And so whether you're an artist yourself or whether or not you have different talents, whether it be you're good at sports or you love people, I would just say, like, open yourself up to the way that the Holy Spirit wants to use you creatively, because you will be shocked how much you flourish as an individual. And God's the one who has the power to affect people and not you. You just have to be open so that he can speak through you to other people, because you never know what will happen. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.